welcome back to my channel. I've come on today to do the Woolly Steph's 10-minute collage. Today I've got a few bits already out of my scrap box. I'm going with a bit of a theme for today's. So if I take out this one, I'm going to continue on this page here. So I'm just going to get started. So I've got some nice browns and some painty paper there, and this was left over from a project just recently, so I'm going to start with them. I'm not going to rip any of these bits, I'm just going to stick them on as they are. I think I'm going to put that on there. I have already, well, I thought I had cut it down to size, but that'll be okay. I've got these little strips left. I can't remember what these were from, but I'm just going to go with it. Oh, I'm using Pritt stick, and I don't really get on very well with Pritt stick. I preferred that with the glue that I was using, but I think I ran out of it. I'm going to use this side. This was also some leftover paper. Some lovely pattern paper. I've got a little strip left here, which I'm going to stick on there. Okay, and I've got a little piece of painty paper. This was one of Marty's that I bought off her Etsy shop, which I'll leave a link to down below if you want to go along. She sells some beautiful painty papers. I use them very sparingly. This was a little slither that was left over. Now then, I've got this interesting thing. It was actually bigger, and it had obviously this bit on the end, but I've cut it down to size just because I thought that looked really cool, and then I like the colour as well. This is going to be interesting sticking this down now. Just put some little dabbles of glue on there. I need some more of this glue. I've been to my favourite craft department at the garden centre today, and there was some good news and some bad news. Good news is they were having a 50% off sale, which I took full advantage of. Bad news is it's closing down. So the garden centre itself isn't, but the craft department is, which doesn't surprise me really, because I'm not sure, it obviously doesn't do very well. I'm not sure how many crafters there are in the city, to be honest, but whenever I've been in there, there's been never anybody else in at all. And whenever you go, nothing ever seems to change, nothing's moved, nothing else is sold, so it doesn't surprise me, but it's very sad because it did sell some excellent bits and pieces. Now then, let's see. I've got another piece. I really like that floral bit there. And I'm going to stick that on the bottom. Like that. Put that down. I'll do a haul to show you what I bought from the garden centre, but it was all just really basic stuff like ink pads and embossing folders and stencils. That there wasn't anything really majorly exciting, but things that I just couldn't leave behind because they were just such a good deal, good bargain, 50% off. The lady said she didn't know when it was actually closing, but it looks like it'll be soon. And that's an interesting little piece there, and it's actually covered in stickles. I don't know whether you can see that was left over. I was going to use that on a project and didn't, and I'd covered it in stickles, so that's actually got a nice glitter. I don't think it's showing at all on the camera. And then I'm going to use this. Now, my husband came in with a takeaway Starbucks coffee. Other coffee brands are also available. But this was wrapped around his cup. And I just saw that and thought, I like that. I like the corrugated I thought I'm going to use that, so I just popped it into my scraps box. So that was my what I based this collage on, really. I mean, it's coffee, but I don't actually drink that much coffee. In fact, the only coffee I've got in the house at the moment is a decaf jar of coffee. Although my husband does have a Tassimo machine, he does like his coffees. And then I've got these 2 stickers. I think this one did have white round it, and I was going to use it and didn't, so that was in the scraps box. So I thought I'd use that. And then this has still got the white around it, which I don't mind. And then this, a lot of this was taken from, let me see if I can find it. Where it was from. It was from this here. That was Echo Park. So it was a full 12 by 12 paper pad. So a lot of the scraps I'm using today are actually from that. That was just, wasn't even a sticker, that one. That was just at the top, you know, that gets the little band along the top. So I've saved that. And although this is a sticker, I'm just going to use glue, because I'll just probably spend ages trying to take the back of the sticker off. Same with this. I'm going to stick a little cup of coffee on there. And then my vision was to stick that on there. I don't think that's very straight, but I can't cut straight to save myself, but anyway, let's stick this on there like that. So there we go. So that's my, I'll say 10-minute collage, but it always takes me a lot less than that because I cheat a little bit, don't I, really, with getting the bits out already, but that's how I like to do it and how I enjoy doing it the most. So there we go. So that's my page for this time. I'll leave a link to Steph's channel and go along to the hashtags, see what everybody else has been making. And thanks for watching today, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.